So, my husband and I have been on a little bit of a journey, and we've been sharing bits and pieces of our pivot, so to speak, kind of away from traditional church. And we were talking today, and we were thinking about all the people we love and care about in traditional church, and we were like, some of the things we've been posting could come off as hurtful, judgmental, or like we're elevating ourselves somehow. And I just want to say that that is not our heart at all. Um, what God is calling us to is different. And I know that's what everybody says when they feel like God's calling them to something. It's always different, it's always innovative and new. And we honestly don't have much information besides what the desires of our heart has been. There's been a disconnection from traditional American church. If you've known me over the last 20 years, I've always felt that way, and I go where the Lord leads. Usually it's an assignment for a season, to pray, even to warn in some places in the past. And then the season ends, and that's the way it's always been. It's hard to explain unless you are also called to that kind of, I guess, ministry. But most recently, we've been just having it on our heart just to spend time with people. Group settings are great. Like, we would have potlucks, and they were great. But when it came to vulnerable discipleship, iron sharpening iron, conversations, we didn't get a whole lot of that in group settings. Sometimes with our potlucks, there would be some stragglers, people who would stay later, and we would get more deeper with them. But in the days that we're living in, I feel like there's so much going on with people, with us, like where we just need people to walk with. And we know that other people feel the same way, just people to spend time with, where you don't have to, I don't know, make appointments. You just decide, with the people that you're going to spend time with, you get together and you see what the Lord has. And it's so simple, and that it's so beautiful. And it's what we've always wanted. We've always wanted just connection with people. We've never really wanted to, I don't know, kind of join a ministry machine. We've been to tiny churches, we've been to large corporate churches that were run like businesses, and we've been to everything in between. And there's always been something missing within ourselves. And there's a lot of people who love their church, and they're happy there, and that is beautiful. There's been many times where I wished that I could be one of those people that could just kind of settle somewhere, put in roots, stay there for years, but for some reason that's not been our life. And so lately we've just been thinking along the lines of just meeting with people, whoever the Lord brings our way, and He's already doing it. We just end up in conversations with people that we know, and it's like, hey, let's get together and talk. And I feel like that the Lord is doing something. And it's almost like a prophetic picture of what it will be like, during persecution, where you are meeting, in your homes. And what are you going to do when there is no more places to freely worship? And I almost feel like I'm in preparation, and my husband's in preparation for something that we don't even know that's coming yet. And so it's not like we're never going to go to church again. It's not like we're pointing at the American church and being like, you guys suck. We're not. But we have always felt like there was a piece missing as far as relational. If you join any church, big or small, you sign up, you serve, and that's how you get to know people. But what about the people who are like us? Like, I can't always serve. I deal with chronic illness. My husband, he works. He can't be an every Sunday person, so he can't sign up and be part of the media team and be there at a certain time every day because his schedule's so, you know, different every week. So people like us, where do we fit? You know, it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. If you don't go somewhere for long enough, it's kind of like, well, you kind of lose your momentum and your friendships and part of the circles that you were once in. You just kind of slowly fade away because you're not there present. So I feel a calling to just be with people and see what God wants to do, and not in a church building, in our home, in their home, going out to eat. We just want to be with people. We're not trying to start a ministry. We're not trying to, say we can do it better and build something. We just want to build people. We want to be built, and we want to be around people who want to be around us. Not because we're part of any kind of team or ministry, but just simply because God's called us together to be friendships and to walk through life together. And part of discipleship is just showing up. Part of discipleship, it's not being perfect people, it's just being in each other's lives, like desiring to be in each other's lives. It's hard. Nobody wants to feel like they have to make an appointment just to be heard, just to be around someone who will minister to them or love on them. So, what if we just start being that for each other? And so that's what's on our heart lately. But we also wanted to really make sure that everyone knows that there's no offense in our heart. There's just a longing that we can no longer put off. And so we're going to just start doing what God's put in our heart, and that's just meeting with whoever God wants us to. And we're excited. And I no longer feel this guilty pressure of having to be part of something. Fear of missing out, or, we're going to be Lone Rangers and all these scare tactics. When you don't attend, a church building, it's like people kind of look at you like something might be wrong with you. But I think God is calling some people away, and He has a plan. And sometimes He doesn't give us the whole picture. It's step by step. So that's where we're at. And I just wanted to share that. And I just wanted to say it's all love to every place we visited, every place we've been a part of. It's all love. The Lord's just calling us to something else. And it doesn't mean you won't ever see us at a church building. It just means that most of our ministry is going to be home. It's going to be in the everyday circles and cycles of what we do throughout the day. The people that God puts in our path, we're kind of done trying to find where we belong, and we're just going to start being who we are right where we're at. So, with that said, God bless you. Have a beautiful day. And if you're feeling the way we've been feeling, you're not alone.